time.
Yeah. All right, welcome to 2 Leaks. Here we are. We're going to be bringing you guys egg clouds.
That's what we're doing today. Look, this is one of those recipes that we have not made before. It's probably going to be kind of tricky. I'm up for the challenge. I know John's up for the challenge. But why don't you tell them a little bit about the other 2 dishes that we're going to be doing today?
Yeah, okay, so we are going to be doing sweet potato hash browns with avocado toast. So John had this really cool idea with the hash browns. I'm not going to tell you what it is now. He's going to tell you a little later when we get there. I've never had it like this before, and I'm sure most people haven't.
It could end badly, but overall, I think it's like, why not just experiment with it? So
Absolutely.
We're going to see if we can't turn the egg cloud, which is kind of more of a snack, into an actual dish. So John came up with doing the avocado toast and the hash browns, and we're just going to try and put all that together and see if we can't make a really awesome cooking dish for you guys today. So,
Yeah.
want to jump into it?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Boom.
Okay, so now we're going to go over the ingredients that we need for the avocado toast. For this recipe, you're going to need wheat bread or any other type of bread of your choice, a fresh avocado, and some salt. It's really quite simple. Now we're going to go over all the ingredients that you're going to need in order to make the egg clouds. First off, we're going to need some Parmesan cheese, black pepper, salt, and of course, an egg. Whoops.
So here's a list of ingredients that you're going to need in order to make the sweet potato hash browns. You're going to need 1 sweet potato, black pepper, salt, brown sugar, and peanut butter.
Now it's time for us to make some of that delicious avocado spread to put on our avocado toast. The first thing we're going to do is cut the avocado, making sure that we don't join the avocado fingers club on this. We're going to be really, really careful. Once that's done, we're going to take the time and scoop out the avocado meat into a bowl. You want to just basically get as much of it as you can in an effort to make the puree. Once we've scooped out all the stuff from the inside of the avocado, we're going to place that in the blender and begin to puree. One thing that we found here was that if we added a little bit of water, it made the blending process far easier. The avocado itself, without a little bit of added liquid, was really hard to blend. So we added a little bit of water in there, and that moved it along quite nicely. Once we've gone through our first blend, we're going to stop, add some salt, and then puree again. Now at this point, after we have our awesome and delicious avocado puree, we're going to go ahead and place that in the fridge to cool while we go on and prepare the rest of our meal.
Alright, so look, here's the deal. John already gave you the rundown in the last episode, so if you didn't listen to him, I'm going to be pretty upset. But just in case you missed that episode, The Perfect Pancake, you can check it, it'll be linked down below. I want to talk to you about this book today, The Perfect Egg, by Terry Lynn Fisher and Jenny Park. This is the book that we're pulling this recipe from today, as well as the recipe from the last episode. We just love this book. I mean, there's nothing more simple and simplistic and ultimately important in the cooking world than an egg. So we thought there's no better way to start out this entire YouTube channel, do a few episode series of just centered around this book, The Perfect Egg, Terry Lynn Fisher, Jenny Park. It's going to be linked down below. Go pick it up. I mean, there's so much in here, from different types of recipes for all different occasions, all different times of the day, all different meal sizes. It just shows you how much you can do with something as simple as the egg. And I know him and I are both loving this book by Terry Lynn Fisher and Jenny Park. If you haven't bought it yet, The Perfect Egg, go pick it up down below. We both appreciate you supporting the show so we can keep making awesome videos like this one and trying out awesome cookbooks. If there's a cookbook that you think we need to check out or a recipe that we need to make, go ahead and comment it down below. Drop us a like so we can keep moving up in that YouTube algorithm, and with that, we are going to keep making this awesome dish.
Now that you have all the ingredients to make the egg clouds, here's how you're going to do it. You're going to want to make sure you separate the yolk from the white part. Now make sure you do that carefully, because John and I messed up around probably like twice here, and the yolk ended up breaking on us. So the way you can do that is by using a metal or a plastic spoon, a larger one with grades in it. So again, being careful and cautious is key to this. When you shake the spoon, be gentle. Don't shake it too hard, because then the yolk will slip through and it will break. And you can also use a fork to try and get the white parts out of it quickly. Now that you separated everything, you're going to want to beat the white parts of it for maybe around 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how you're doing it. So John and I absolutely recommend doing it automatically. Don't do it manually. We did, and it took us like 20 minutes. Now the way you're going to be able to tell that the clouds are ready for you to transfer them is if you lift up your mixer and they have like a horn or a nose to it. It needs to have like a thick consistency to it in order for it to be ready. Alright, so now once you've properly beaten the clouds, and they have that nice thick consistency to it. Make sure you have the Parmesan cheese. We use flaked. You can get grated, doesn't really matter. The flaked worked fine for us. And then add the salt. Now you're gonna want to be swift about this because the longer it takes you and the more you turn it around, it will deflate the clouds and dry it out, and that's something you absolutely do not want. So quickness is key to this. Make sure you have your pan. You can spray it down or put parchment paper on. It doesn't really matter. We sprayed it, but parchment paper works fine. And you want to scoop out the white part onto the pan and make like a well in it. So then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take the yolk. You can either do it by hand or with a spoon. We did it with a spoon. And place it into the cloud. So now once the cloud's ready, you can place it into the oven, wait about like 13 to 16 minutes, and then they should be fine. Now, if you want the yolk to be runny, recommends like 8 to 10 minutes.
Now it's time for us to get started and make these awesome sweet potato hash browns with a twist to have on the side of our avocado and egg cloud meal. The first thing we want to do is use some freshly grated sweet potato. It's really easy for this. Just use a hand grater or a cheese grater and you'll be able to get that freshly grated sweet potato in no time. We're going to go ahead and put that freshly grated sweet potato into a bowl and use generous amounts of brown sugar. And then we're going to go ahead and add some salt and pepper. Now, of course, we said that we were going to put peanut butter in this recipe, and we forgot to do that over at the bowl. So here, right before we put it on top of the stove to cook, we're going to go ahead and throw in some peanut butter and mix that around into our hash browns. We're going to go ahead, put butter and or oil in a pan. We use butter for this recipe, and we're going to go ahead and just sear those hash browns there. Be careful, they do burn easy. We found it easier to start them on a medium to low heat and then gradually raise the heat over time in an effort to really control how fast they were cooking and so that they wouldn't burn. Once that's done, you're going to bring them over to the plate, decide on your presentation, and you're good to go. Enjoy your egg clouds.
That was significantly harder than the last dish.
Much harder, a lot more time consuming, and there are definitely a few things in there we didn't plan for.
100%. This is definitely one of those situations where it's all about really reading the recipe in depth beforehand. We had all the ingredients, but a couple of the tools we could have been better prepared for. Honestly,
Absolutely.
after we were whisking it for as long as we were,
Oh my god.
I kind of felt like this.
Yeah, right. The egg clouds, I mean, the recipe was really, really simple. I mean, as you saw, we had pepper, salt, the egg, and I'm forgetting the other one. Oh, the Parmesan cheese.
Yeah.
How could I forget the cheese?
But overall, I'm happy with the way they came out. For the avocado toast, we added some water to the avocado just to actually get it going in the blender. But I never had it before. There's a lot of hype behind avocado toast, so I'm excited to try this.
Good, yeah.
For the hash browns, they're sweet potato hash browns, so it's a little bit healthier in that sense.
Yeah.
But we did add some peanut butter to it, because that's something I've always heard is that peanut butter tastes really good with sweet potatoes. So I'm excited to see kind of how that all balances out in the hash browns. Also, if you remember the puree we made in the last episode, if not, we'll have you go check that out. It'll be linked below, as I said. This puree we found actually just tastes really good if you drink it, and then even if you wanted to strain it a little bit to kind of get it a little bit thinner, you could do that. But I mean, we're just drinking it right from the vat that we contained it in, saved it in. But this puree is so damn good that we're just going to add it to this nice meal, and honestly, I think it's going to taste great. It tastes as good as it did before.
Whoa, it's like even better now that it's like actually cold.
Yeah, it's really good.
Wow.
So if you want to know how to make this, go check out that video. But we're going to stop yapping and go ahead and try this out here.
I'm going for the hash browns first.
Okay, I'm going to go here. I want this avocado toast. I want to try this. I like this. Let's see.
Wow. The peanut butter? Excellent idea. I'm just using my hands for this one.
I get the hype. I get the hype. That is so good. All right, I want to try these hash browns.
Egg cloud?
Oh, heck yeah. I don't even want to talk about
I'm
it.
going to get a napkin.
Like, I don't even want to talk about this. I just want to eat it. It's so good. I'm not even... I cannot stand... Thank you. I cannot stand sweet potato anything. It's just not my jam. But this is incredible. I could eat these sweet potato hash browns all day long. So if you're not a sweet potato fan, throw some peanut butter in there. It just makes it really good. They are... It makes it kind of stick together a little bit. They're definitely not like the fall apart hash browns.
Dense, yeah.
But, oh, that's so good. I'm going back in for another bite. This egg cloud is incredible.
I'm impressed.
This is great. Like for For a dish that I can definitely consider moderate to somewhat more advanced, we did a pretty damn good job.
Absolutely.
What I liked about this dish, though, was that we took their recipe for the egg clouds, but then we created it into our own dish.
Oh, yeah.
So we were able to put our own creativity into a existing recipe. I like that.
You know, the funny thing about the egg cloud, I mean, it really is a cloud. It's super light.
Mm-hmm.
Very light. I would say, you know, if you're patient and you can actually get the foam down, they're really simple. Then once you get them in the oven, then they're good to go. They're gonna be easy. You're gonna be able to eat them. They're fine. Another good dish, John.
Another good dish is right, buddy.
The best thing about this dish was everything complemented one another.
100%.
You know what I mean? Every
Yeah.
piece of this dish complemented the other parts.
Yes, everything was a new
Yeah.
flavor.
It was a great blend of salty and sweet, you know what I mean? And yeah, again, everything just fit. With the avocados,
Yeah.
perfect amount of salt.
Perfect. Any more would have been too much. Any less, it just wouldn't have been enough. But
Right, yeah.
it really all just came together quite nicely. And I love our plate presentation, too.
Oh, it was fabulous.
I'm really happy with it. Well, hey, I would call this another very highly successful episode.
I would say so.
If you're liking what you're seeing, drop us a like. It'll help us with that YouTube algorithm. Subscribe, put on post notifications so you can see when this awesome new dish is coming out.
Yep.
Go check out the old video. We have the Instagram up now. You can go check us out over there too to keep up to date on some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We're planning a lot of awesome things for you guys
Tons
here
of awesome
in the
stuff.
in the near future. Different types of videos, a whole bunch of different things. With that being said, good job, buddy.
Good job. We'll catch you later.
See ya.